I am a Bentley student and I am gay.
I am a Bentley student and I am from Bolivia.
I'm a Bentley student and I am Chinese American.
I am a Bentley student and I am South Asian.
I am a Bentley student and a Christian.
This is important to me because I believe that growing up gay, you have to believe what you feel and sometimes not what you're told. And while that might sometimes make you feel like an outcast, it does teach you a whole lot more about yourself than I think I would if I wasn't gay.
In Bolivia, there's this sense of a national inferiority complex because we think our country has not been as successful as others. However, when I came to Bentley, I realized that different cultures had different characteristics that make them successful in their own ideals, and this was the case with my country. I used to not be as proud as where I come from, but I decided that if I'm proud of where I come from, that this would empower me to vow for the change that's needed to make the country a better place, and this is why I think that it's important for me to call myself Bolivian.
Being Chinese American has given me a deeper understanding of each respective identity, as well as being able to give me a broader perspective as being able to identify as a fusion of both. And since I've been able to take on a more sincere appreciation of the cultures, people, and identities.
South Asian culture, movies, music, and food have been important pillars of my life ever since I can think of, and they are the most important parts of my personality and make me who I am today.
Being able to have faith in something that is bigger than myself is the most freeing feeling in the world. Before becoming a Christian, I felt something missing in my life. I tried to fill it with many different things, but those only ever brought me fleeting happiness. This all changed when I started to build a relationship with Jesus. Not a blind following, but a relationship. Since then, I've never felt more constant joy in my life. Of course, I am human and I face difficulties every day, but my faith is rooted in God. I never feel alone in my obstacles.
The biggest challenge is just the fact that there are so few other people who identify as LGBTQIA+ in the Bentley area, just because sometimes it can make it way harder to feel like someone understands you and truly gets you. While you might have some friends who are trying their best, if they're not part of the community, sometimes it can be hard for them to truly relate to it.
Honestly, I don't feel that I've encountered obstacles particularly because of my identity. However, it is hard to adjust to cultural shock, but I feel that Bentley definitely gives you the support you need to overcome this and become empowered.
I think the biggest obstacle that I face is not feeling like I'll ever fit in with the community. And there's this constant feeling that you'll be considered an outsider or not be able to fit in. And that challenge of not being able to feel like you'll ever be truly accepted into a certain group of people is something that's very daunting and has proven very difficult.
It was definitely difficult initially being in a predominantly white institution as a South Asian. It was hard to find people to talk to about common interests, whether it be movies, sports, or anything else. But with time, things have gone a lot better.
I think one of the most pressing obstacles that I have faced is people immediately thinking less of me. No one is by any means perfect, but there has been a lot of Christians who have spread hate. This could not be more wrong, because Christianity is built off of Jesus, who is the perfect example of love. He preached to always love and put others above yourselves, no matter what. Unfortunately, these Christians are ignoring this compassion and grace, which negatively affects the love that I and other believers want to share.
The fact that I have such an underrepresented nationality gives me the opportunity to talk about people about this and engage in on-campus involvement that will make the Bentley community more educated about Bolivia. There's the Worldview program, which I've taken advantage of to share about my culture, and I feel that Bentley does give you the support needed to make yourself empowered and proud of your identity.
Since joining the Bentley community, I've been able to become involved with the Bentley Association of Chinese Students, and after serving on the executive board of that organization, I've been able to plan events and showcase Chinese culture to the rest of the community at large. And I think being able to have that perspective and then not only have it but also share it with others is something that's very valuable and really great for the community as a whole.
I think being South Asian comes across as my biggest strength now. Bentley really appreciates and acknowledges those students that have different experiences and backgrounds, and are open to really knowing where they're from and what they have done in their life. I've made a lot of friends through those conversations.
I actually became a Christian at Bentley. I play softball here, and my teammate invited me to go to Athletes in Action meeting. It was there that I was introduced to normal people reading the Bible, instead of the image of some perfect person doing everything perfectly. From there, I went to a crew meeting, which is the same Bible study, but includes non-athletes. From not knowing Jesus freshman year to now being the president of crew and AIA, you can say that I did a 180, but for me, it was the best decision of my life.
I think this has complimented me so much as a Bentley student because coming into college, I was very confident in myself and who I feel like I am as a person because I had to solidify that very early on to accept myself. And I think going into college, you really need to know who you are and what you stand for so that way you can stay on your path. I am a Bentley student.
I am a Bentley student,
I'm a Bentley student,
I am a Bentley student,
I am a Bentley student,
and so much more.
and so much more.
and so much more.
and so much more.
And so much more. Welcome to Bentley.